Zambii a Českou republiku spojuje mnohem víc, než se na první pohled zdá. Poté, co Zambie získala nezávislost v 60. letech, navázala spolupráci s Československem. A jedním z pilířů bylo vzdělání. Tak stovky zambijských studentů v 60. a 70. letech přicházeli do Československa pro studium, aby zde získali vzdělání a zkušenosti, které by potom mohli využít doma. Dnes na tuto tradici navazuje nový vládní program stipendií. Každoročně tak přichází do České republiky desítky mladých Zambijců, aby studovali obory zemědělství, technické obory, manažerské obory, zdravotnické obory a mnohé jiné. Jejich příběhy nejsou jenom o studiu. Jsou o adaptaci na novou kulturu, o přátelstvích, ale taky i o tom, jak znalosti České republiky mohou přispět k rozvoji komunit tisíci kilometrů daleko v Zambii.
My name is Chiloyoko Ashike and I'm Zambian, studying here in Czech Republic. I am studying at the Czech University of Life Sciences, doing a master's in business administration. For a long time, I had always wanted to study abroad, and I think I was consulting so many people, my friends, and also just looking for stuff online. Then one of my friends who was studying in Czech Republic actually told me about this opportunity, and I decided to look the country up and did my search, discovered how great the country is, and yeah, I decided to wing it and apply and come and study here. So I think mainly it's because of my friend's recommendation, and actually the process of coming to Czech is not very tedious. It was a little bit smoother than applying to other European countries.
Hello everybody, I'm Yaliwe Nkoma, a final year student here in the Czech Republic, Prague to be specific, which is the capital city. I'm originally Zambian and from Zambia, Lusaka city. I've been here close to 2 years, it will be 2 years in September, and I'm doing my master's in agri-food systems and rural development. From high school, I ended up going to a university which was in Zambia, and it was always my dream to have an experience in the outside world, away from home. So at that time, I couldn't find a scholarship that would sponsor my degree in a foreign country. And while I was doing my degree at CBU, which is a university in Zambia, the Copper Belt to be specific, some people from the Czech Republic had come to give an overview of what it's like and how to go about the scholarship here. I thought it was like a story as other people would come up with and say, oh no, apply for this, apply for that. But then my friends came together and said, let's actually go for it and let's apply and see where it takes us. Fortunately, I got the scholarship. I was in such disbelief that I had got the scholarship, and I was wondering, is this really real?
My name is Lamsen Kata. I'm coming from Zambia, specifically in Lusaka, born and bred in Lusaka. I've been in Czech Republic for now almost 3 years, and I came here specifically for studies to do my master's studies in sustainable agriculture and food security from the Czech University of Life Sciences. For me, what made me come to the Czech Republic specifically was about the program that I'm studying here. I was trying to look around it, exactly based on my professionalism, what I was doing, because I was doing a lot of community works in the agriculture, and I was also doing a lot of projects that are focused on food security. So when I was looking around the programs, I found one that was well aligned with my profession, which I found in Czech Republic. Of course, I considered other countries like Germany, Switzerland, and the UK to be specific, because maybe of the language sometimes. But when I look at the Czech Republic, I felt it was also equal to the task with regards to the type of program that they're offering. I had to do my own research in terms of the educational system in the Czech Republic, and it looked interesting, so that's the reason why I decided to come here.
I had never dreamt of Czech Republic. I learned it from history, but never thought, oh, I would be in the Czech Republic for sure. So it was a very strange country to hear of, but now we are here, I guess. I had no idea that the Czech Republic had scholarships that were given to Zambian students or in the Zambian community until we were talked to about the opportunity, and that was when a fellow Zambian student who's been here now doing his his PhD rather, came and spoke to us about it, because I think he noticed the shortfall of the Zambian people knowing about this scholarship and coming to study here. So that initiative was more like a way to engage more Zambians to come through. So more awareness of these scholarships would be better and more helpful for my fellows there.
I think in the past it wasn't that popular, but now we are getting so many people wanting to move to the Czech Republic. I think it's because of the exposure that the program, the scholarship, and what the Czech Republic has to offer. Personally, I didn't know about Czech Republic before I came here.
So now, at first, it wasn't so much, but looking at the approach that the two governments have put in place, one in which they have this direct communication. So, like personally, I've been an ambassador of the university where I come from, the Copperbelt University, and I've been able to tell my friends about this opportunity, and a lot of them now they are more interested to come. They learned more. So even now, as the application is now, I'm sure they go beyond what is the required number now, because a lot of people now are more aware like there's this opportunity that they can come and study in the territory of Czech Republic and also go back to Zambia. Of course, when I did my own research before coming here, but even when I arrived, it was like in winter. So I was coming from Zambia. October is really very hot. So I think even the clothes that I was wearing from Zambia was not so warmer. But when I came direct to the airport, then I came outside of the airport, I found that it was freezing and it was so bad that I had to go back inside the airport to look for something warmer. It was an experience because I didn't have much exposure like someone to really guide me. The people are here to understand about the winters. Of course, the weather is a huge shock for me, especially the winters. They're not so user-friendly. And then also, it's about the interactions, like back home, like I'm used to maybe almost talking to everyone as I walk in the streets and everything. But here, everyone is focused, everyone is minding their own business.
I think the language was something that was kind of, because I was expecting, I knew that there's people here speak Czech, but I was expecting a little bit more of English. So yeah, so one time I went to like different shops and people couldn't understand me sometimes. So I think I could find challenges in communicating. So I think the language was one shocking thing.
Of course, the language it's not the easiest of language. It's something very different for me. So even when I came here, there are some places where you go and people don't speak English, so they speak Czech language. So yeah, so the language was different. Also a huge factor for me because you can't integrate properly into the society. So I started at least to try to learn, at least when you greet someone their local language, when they respond, then they can easily help and they can be able to speak some small English. From there, we're able to meet somewhere, So it's now easier for me. I can walk into a store, get whatever I want, speak basic Czech, and the people are able to understand. And now a lot of young people, they are also learning English. So it's becoming international, people-friendly, so to say.
Coming here, firstly, I was crying throughout from home, like the whole journey, because I'm such a family girl. So being pulled away from my family, well, not by force. I wanted the opportunity, and when it came, I didn't know how much effect it would have on me. So going to a faraway place on my own was a huge change. But when I arrived, like the tears were gone. It was like a community, maybe like 5 people had come. Zambian people had created like a group for us to come and welcome us at the airport. They literally showed us where to go. They bought our bus tickets. We had no idea that we needed to get bus tickets, so we would have paid a fine upon arrival. But the community that they had come with and that they shared with us when we just came here was really helpful.
Okay, so we do have a number of Zambians living in the Czech Republic, and I think we have like over 100 Zambians living in Czech Republic. We do connect through online platforms mainly, and also I'm happy to mention that I am actually part of the Association of the Zambians living in Czech Republic, and I am a brand ambassador for the association. So through that, I've been able to meet a lot of other Zambians. So I think the community is quite united, and we do have like various events where we do meet as Zambians just to reconnect, share news from home, and yeah, just talk about different things and our stay in Czech Republic. Also just as a support group for people from home.
As far as I can remember, I think in terms of the relationship, the biggest score first was for us is the Victoria Falls. The first map of the Victoria Falls was drawn by a Czech Slovakian person. So from that, it started on the relationship. Then I know also key partnership strategies that have been implemented between the two countries, particularly the development of developmental programs, agricultural programs, like in the western province of Zambia. So the cooperation is actually working very well. And then Zambia has been also a reliable partner with the Czech Republic, you know. So I think looking at also what's happening in policy alignment and people trying to create a lot of investment opportunities between the two countries, I think there is a huge potential in which both countries can collaborate going forward in whichever developmental programs. So to be specific, like I coming from Zambia, knowing much of the challenge, you know, we know for a fact that indeed one issue that has been there is the education, in the sense of the access to maybe quality education, and then also people to have the basic needs that they require for education. So I feel the need to strengthen the educational setup, in the sense that maybe rural areas, of course, they might need some support, and just to have these collaborations in which they are helped in terms of getting access to good and quality education. When the population is educated, you have less harmful practices, particularly issues to do with maybe child labor and all these things. They are well tackled when the education is brought right to closer to the people. So right now I see a lot of opportunities in the education area. Then as well as development in terms of the agricultural sector. I see the Czech is so developed in that area. So these are one of the aspects where Zambia can also try to benefit, because I know the country has got the potential, but the potential is not really utilized or fully utilized. So these are collaborating areas. The other thing is also in the mining sector. You know, Zambia is one of the biggest hubs in Africa where there's a lot of mining that can be done, particularly from all the, as we are now driving close to green and also to look at electric cars and everything like this. There are a lot of minerals that can be used from Zambia and be integrated into the modern society. So all these are key areas of collaboration that the two countries can thrive on.
My favorite thing to say is always agriculture, and because I mean we are a country that depends heavily on that, like that really thrives on agriculture. I think if we could have more collaborations in that light, that would be great. And also I would like to see more Zambians benefit from the scholarships, and yeah, an opportunity that was also rendered to me to come to Czech Republic and come and speak about all these great things that I've talked about today. So I think if we could have like more people benefit from this, it would be great, and they could also enjoy the European education system. I think my experience in the university is really good, and that's one of my major highlights because of the education system. I think here we do have somehow systems that work, and it's a little bit quicker in terms of getting responses from lecturers via emails. And also I like that they've really embedded the like online education easily, like systems like in Moodle, like educational systems like the UIS systems. These systems actually do work and are efficient. We do have these systems back home, but might be a little bit more slower. So I feel like the education system here is more smoother than the systems back home, though I really appreciate the education system back home as well. But overall, I would say I really like the education system here.
First, the education sector, and also maybe in terms of sustainability. The education sector, precisely the youths are crying for new opportunities every single day, be it job opportunities, be it school opportunities. This is Czech is a great place to be in education-wise. So I would advise maybe more collaborations, because my friends, my peers really want new opportunities. Everyone wants a better life at the end of the day, and this is a great start to it. And also in terms of sustainability, so far my project relating to school is to do with biogas, and I see most people in different organizations, even the faculty itself has a little bit there for organic waste, trying to create more sustainability, different ways of introducing this biogas technology. So if Zambians could learn, if we could learn how to do that, because we've got even more organic waste compared to here. Here it's more about like most processed stuff and whatnot. But yeah, if we were able to collaborate in such ways, if we were able to create environments where we're able to store certain things and also help each other work around it, I think it would be great and create even a greater future for us as Zambians and as Czechs.
I'm happy because I consider myself a global citizen. I don't have anything against living in the Czech Republic. It's a great country, it's peaceful. I've really had like a good time in this short period that I've stayed here. And also returning home would also be a good thing because I'm going to share my knowledge that I have gained here. So I've gained so many things. So
Of course, after getting this knowledge that I'm acquiring now, I'm planning to go back to Zambia and be able to help my people from the communities and to try to push for developmental programs and also to see if there can be any further cooperation that can be created between the Czech Republic and Zambia through maybe the interventions and the knowledge that I've gotten from the Czech Republic. So I plan to go back and to help the people in the rural areas and then also the urban areas.
Oh, this question, you know, as I'm concluding my studies, I really need to ask myself that question a lot. Well, Czech is a great place. Like being young, being energetic and eager to learn more, I would want to stay here a little bit longer just to build myself more, get more exposure and also create an environment even for, I'll go closer to home, my siblings to be here as well and also experience new knowledge, a new environment away from home, because being in one place gives you a mindset that's kind of enclosed. So the exposure broadens your mindset and allows you to see greater than you had even imagined. So I feel like I'm still learning and I don't want my learning to stop, because I know if I go back home right now, I would be a little bit, what word could I say it? Limited, a little bit limited, especially in my field of study. So we'll give it a couple more years to keep learning and growing and also building myself, and then eventually go back home, because home is home.